and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time to my channel, hello and welcome. My name is Adriana. I'm 23 years old and I drive a 92 Eagle Talon. So as you can already tell by as you can already tell by the title of today's video, I am going to be breaking down / reacting to my scenes in Netflix's Fastest Car Season 2, Episode 1. So if you haven't seen it already, go ahead and check that out. Let me know what you guys think. So editing was a little bit awkward and I have not watched this since the day that it aired. So I'm going to be rewatching it. And so since I kind of already know it's coming, I'm already cringing. It's kind of cringy. But I just kind of want to give you guys a little bit of substance and background as to what we were actually talking about and how they kind of edited it to make it their own thing, I guess. So please help me get to 1,000 subscribers so this way I can start live streaming from the track. I cannot live stream from mobile devices until I have 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys could please help me out and get me to 1,000 subscribers, I would really appreciate it. That's what I want to do really, really bad, is be able to live stream from the track with you guys and maybe set up in a way to where my phone is literally live streaming me driving and everything like that, so you guys can see my live reactions to my wins and losses. But anyways, so without any further ado, I'm going to get started with this video, and yeah, let's go. I really like makeup. Okay, pause. So they made me do this, I can't even tell you how many times, like 30 times. I did my powder like a million times. My lipstick, which is why there's like nothing actually going on my lips. They made me do that so many freaking times. It was super annoying and it was super awkward. Like, this was the first thing that we filmed, like when they came in and everything. This was the first thing I filmed, so super awkward. And yeah, before I got, you know, warmed up to strangers filming me, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going
because it kind of gives you like a creative outlet to kind of do what you want. Like, there's no real rules to it. Like, you can just do whatever you want. You can express yourself.
So cringy.
But when it's race car time, my hair's pulled back, I'm greasy, and it's race car time. And then of course there's men out there that think you shouldn't be doing the car thing.
Oh my gosh, if you watch this, I didn't notice it on the TV. If you watch this, there's so much powder coming off of that brush because they literally made me dip it in that powder over and over and over again to get this really cool smoke effect. And then they didn't even use it, but okay. So there's so much powder in this brush like coming off, and yeah, I had to like rinse off my face afterwards because they had to make me do it over and over again.
At all, but if you look at statistics, women have better reaction times than men.
Yeah, apparently I was wrong about that. Someone got really offended and they messaged me saying I was wrong, so oh well, I was wrong, whatever. Okay, shout out to Taekwondo United for allowing us to use their school for free early in the morning, and yeah, I just want to say shout out to them. Thank you so much.
I'm 22 years old. I started martial arts when I was about...
Oh my gosh, if you look at my eyes and then they zoomed in on my face on that stab, my eyes were so red. I was so freaking tired. This was the second day we filmed. So the first day I was up at like 5, and the second day I was up at like 5 again, but this time I had to like do karate and stuff, so I was so tired.
8 or 9, became black belt at about 12. I did manage to win my first world title my first time competing for it, so that was pretty fun.
That was so awesome. That was pretty fun.
Speed, intensity strong. Oh, behind the back catch. And the pressure did not get to her.
I loved everything that I did, but eventually I had done the karate for a really long time and I just wanted something different.
You can... Oh, it's not pausing. Okay, so like you can literally hear how choppy the audio is because that wasn't a full, like that wasn't just one full sentence that I said, because I actually had said that I took a break and I played soccer and I ran track, and after I got my license and stuff, that's when I started getting into cars, but they weren't interested in the other stuff, so they cut it out. But that's why it's so choppy, because they chopped it up. And then they cut out my biggest move in this whole form was I threw it like 30 feet in the air and everyone freaked out about it, and then they freaking cut it out. Okay, whatever, I digress.
When I was about 15, 16, that's when I really really started wanting to get into cars.
You can see their van in the reflection of my glasses. Pretty sure that's not supposed to be allowed in the professional world of videography or whatever.
My dad bought this car, and we started building this together, and the rest is really history. I drive a 1992 Eagle Talon. It's got a 4G63 engine in it. It's transverse. The car's all-wheel drive.
So again, it's kind of choppy because I chop stuff up. So that's why it was so awkward, you know. It's transverse because I think they had asked something about it being all-wheel drive, and I don't really remember like what made me say that, but they kept asking. So in these clips, I'm yelling because the camera guy was actually in the passenger seat recording me talking, and the producers or whomever were sending him questions through a walkie-talkie, and he had an earpiece in, so he was asking me questions. But yeah, he goes like, "Oh, just say something that's about the engine or something." So I was like, "It's transverse." Like, I don't know. What do you want me to say? But yeah, so it's kind of awkward because they don't know anything about cars. So it's super awkward. But yeah, anyways, keep going.
We named this car Phoenix because it rose from the ashes. The car itself we bought as a
Oh, look at that 240 in the background. I bet nobody caught that. Did you?
roller, so nothing that's in it now was in it before. Now it's a big, like beautiful, fire-breathing, badass, kind of thing that we built ourselves.
So awkward.
What are your thoughts on this race? Are you worried about it? Are you?
Oh my god, my dad was smirking because I'm pretty sure it's the second time we asked. Pretty sure we did this scene twice or 3 times. We did it more than once. And so he was smirking because that was not the first time he asked. The first time he had asked, there was like this big joke that he made, and we all started laughing, and then they made us redo it or whatever. But it was super awkward, and I don't know why I was moving back and forth in that chair. I had so much energy this morning, and I was just like, I just want to do something, like, I don't want to sit here. Yeah, so anyways, keep going.
No, like anything, it's just karate, cars, no matter what, you just have to focus on.
They said, oh, can you say something that makes it relatable to karate? They kept wanting me to like make the two mesh and be one, so that's kind of where that comment came from, but whatever. But again, they cut the sentence.
Not worry about the others. Are you worried about the race?
That was so awkward again because they were like, okay, break. Now, Adriana, you ask him. So I was just like, are you worried about the race? So weird.
Yes, I hold my breath when you go down the track.
It's a good thing it doesn't take me very long to get down the track, otherwise you guys might pass out holding your breath.
Okay, so again, super awkward. So what had actually happened here was that the first time my dad had made a joke, and he said something along the lines of, it's a good thing I only have to hold my breath for about 12 seconds. Making a joke saying that the car is a 12-second car. And so I busted out laughing. And they were like, oh, why is that funny? They literally, I swear to God, they came in, they were like, Adriana, why is that funny? And I had to explain it to them. And then we had to redo the whole thing. And then they chopped it up to where it made no sense. But it's okay. Oh, so awkward. It's so cringy. It's so awkward. It's okay, whatever.
I don't know what supercar it is, but
I don't give a shit.
Winning would. Why did I laugh? That wasn't. What about that was funny? That wasn't funny. You're stupid. There was nothing funny that I said. Why did I laugh?
It'd be great because, we did...
Love the shirt. Look at the 240 in the background. Ignore the engine. It's not going.
Spend a lot of weekends and late nights working on the car. I've raced
Why did you say late 3 times?
this car for years and years. I'd say that this car meshes with my personality in a way that you don't realize what this thing is capable of. You don't realize what I'm capable of.
Again, they ask you, how does this car mesh with your personality? Like, what about it is the same as you? So it measures my personality because it's a sleeper. Go ahead, leave that out conveniently. And you don't realize that it's as fast as it is, and most people don't realize that I do karate or whatever by looking at me because I don't know why. They just are surprised. So I guess they don't realize it because I don't go around advertising it. I don't really know, but again, just something to make them happy, I guess. I don't know.
She is a great kid. To see Adriana win this race, it'd be pretty amazing. Her focus, her determination to win, I'll bet on her every time.
Oh, my daddy. I was wearing my Apple Watch in that. Okay, skipping ahead to my next scene. This is LPJ. He's hilarious, but we're not talking about him right now. And the dumb guy. And Danny trying to pronounce Lamborghini. Okay, and then here's us.
It's a pretty car, that's for sure. I'd go out to dinner in it.
FB.
Runs a bottom 10. That's a pretty fast car.
Again, it was kind of playing off of the 12-second joke, but cut it out!
We're gonna have to work on our tune and get this new.
Okay, so we have the 77. Look at all these domestics. Look at all these domestics right here. Town was built in Illinois. Domestic.
Turbo in.
So I think that we definitely need to get to the turbo and possibly change this cartridge out. You know, it's been on this car for 3+ years. It's probably had quite a bit of debris go through it. We actually think we're having a little bit.
So they make you, before they make everyone, in case you haven't noticed the theme, everyone has to do something to their car to get ready for this big old fast supercar. We did 2 things because they asked for recommendations. They're like, well, we don't want to just do like fluids or tires. We want to do something really exciting. So I told them turbo because actually it did. Well, the new one was already on. Surprise, surprise. But the old one did have stuff go through it and it was totally torn up. And Robert actually overnighted us one. Of course, they cut all that out where my dad literally said, thank God Robert overnighted this, you know, like trying to give him a shout out or whatever because he deserves it. But Netflix sucks, so they cut all that out. But he literally overnighted us one, but we already had it on the car, so that's why, like, all you see is, I'm like, I got it, like, it's a baby, like, it's a baby, it's so funny. But yeah, so it was already on. And then we did another one with cams, but they completely cut that out. So, yeah. And then this next clip that you hear where I say, oh, never mind, that's later on. But yeah, so yeah. Okay, anyways, let's get back into it.
Bit of an issue right now with our turbo, but I think if we get it changed, I think the car will run really great.
I got it.
It's a 59!
She's a little marked up.
Well, alright, let's get the new one in. What really gets to some guys is when they see me working on the car, and they're like, oh, she actually knows what she's talking about. Okay, I mean, I don't see what the difference is.
So, again, how do you guys react to you working on the car? Why did because you're a girl, don't forget you're a girl. And then this next, I'm pretty sure this is the really awkward part that I really hate, but we're gonna get through it together.
If I have ovaries and you don't, but, I mean, if it makes you feel some type of way, it makes you feel some type of way. I don't know what to tell you.
My eyebrow, side note, looks so freaking weird because I have a scar right here. And it makes it look super janky because my hair won't grow. But yeah, I don't know why they were so thick.
Adriana loves to win. She loves to compete. Life's all about winning and losing. You gotta learn how to take that win and be humble about it. And when you lose, you build.
I don't know where this clip came from. Oh, so this is where they messed up because my hair was up here. Remember, 5 seconds ago, my hair was down.
Build on it. She does that better than anyone I know.
To beat a car that has the engineering and the ingenuity and the things that that car has in it, it would definitely be cool, especially since this is something we've built from the ground up.
They also cut out, he had zoomed in on the Rob, well, both cameramen were Rob, but British Rob was the one, he zoomed in on the gauges, and then I did a thing, I looked at him, I was like, oh, you know, you don't really need oil pressure, but it helps. But I mean, I did a much better delivery than that. Of course, they cut that out. They cut all the fun stuff, but and then they really get you hung up on trying to say, oh, what would it be to be a supercar? To beat a supercar, like, what would it feel like? What would it feel like? And they harp on it. And no matter how many times I'm like, it doesn't matter because, I mean, they're stock. Like, we're putting all this money into our cars and, you know, trying to use logic and reasoning and telling them, you know, I've beat other supercars. And I even said, I was like, at the end of the day, he or she is driving home in that, and we're not. So, I mean, at the end of the day, they have a much nicer, fancier car that you know, I definitely wouldn't be against, you know, having as a weekender. I definitely would never get rid of my race car for a supercar, exotic, or whatever. But I mean, if I were in a position that I could afford one, I mean, why not? You don't have to have one or the other. But of course, they cut all that out because everyone has to hate the supercar owner. So anyway, keep going.
Now that we've got this new turbo in the car, we should be back to making full power.
Okay, so that sounded really awkward because it was. Because after filming, when they were editing it or whatever, like months after, she calls me and is like, oh, can you send us a voice recording, blah, blah, blah. So that's literally what that was. Is I had to take my phone and record. Now that I have this new turbo in the car, we should be back to making full power. And yeah, so it doesn't even fit. Like, I don't even know why they use that. It doesn't really, whatever. But yeah, so. Because they focused so much on the cams and then they took that modification out. So, I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, moving on.
You feel this? This is slick. It is actually a little bit slippery.
Okay, yeah.
So if we can...
So, Thomas from Immokalee, which they cut that out, that it was at Immokalee, and they let them use the track for free. He went in earlier and completely scraped it so that it was super, yeah, a little sketchy, a little crazy. But, I mean, it's the track's not like this. Like, they prep it and stuff, but he knew what it was, and so he literally went and completely scraped it so that way we could, you know, really try and mimic a street surface, but it ended up being way slicker than the street, which again is better because if we're overly prepared, then, you know, whatever. But okay, let's keep going.
Get down this, we're going to be golden.
We'll be golden, Pony Boy.
That was so stupid. Why did I say that? I don't know. I have an obsession with The Outsiders. I used to watch that movie like every week. Anyway, okay, keep going.
My dad gets nervous every time I get behind the wheel of the car.
You good? I'm going to bring you around.
That was awkward again. I feel like that was another one that they had me voice record because of, I don't know. That was awkward. I don't even remember saying that, to be honest with you. So I don't even know the context behind that.
I should probably take my dad to the cardiologist after this. His blood pressure is probably pretty high, right?
Okay, again, this makes no sense because they put it in before my test run. So to us, haha, that's funny because we know what happens, but to you guys, you're like, why would you take your dad to the cardiologist? Like, that makes no sense. Because I had just gone sideways down the track, but they did it backwards. They should have shown the test pass and then shown me saying that because it makes no sense. Okay, whatever. Did anyone catch my my little troll moment here with my hand? Thank you to Rob, not British Rob, for making sure my hand was in frame. Thank you. Nobody caught it though, that I know of. Nobody said anything to me. So anyway, okay, keep going.
Now.
She drove that thing.
So that angle, you can't really see what happens. But we'll see what happens in a second.
Yeah!
It's fun.
What was that noise? Why did I make that noise? What is wrong with me? I don't know. If anyone knows what's wrong with me, let me know. And I think that was Joe, actually, that said, was that fun? So, Joseph, Joe Wrenches, you got more than one word in. Pretty sure that was you that asked that.
Really good. Like, it's obviously making more power. That new turbo must be adding more power.
Of course, cut that out because he said that new turbo from FP, I think he said, or Force Performance, you know, that new turbo that FP sent to us has got to be, but of course I cut it out because you can't, whatever.
We put a new turbo, and so it's running great. It's running super fast.
We put a new turbo, cut, so it's running good. Really? You make me sound like I can't speak English, which I can't most of the time, but that time I did. Whatever. Moving on.
Winning would be phenomenal because I think it would make my dad feel really, really good because there was a lot of late nights and long weekends spent getting the cart ready for the race. You know, of course, when you win it, it just makes it even more satisfying and makes you feel like it was all.
Okay, so again, I will finish this sentence here and then I'll cut.
Worth it in the end.
Okay, so that was it. So they harp on you so much about winning. No, please tell us that you want to win. Please tell us you want to win. Please tell us how phenomenal it would be to win. Please tell us how amazing it would be. But really, this is why I really had wanted a camera set up behind the scenes, but nobody would work with me. can't do everything. So nobody from my group would like record behind the scenes like I asked them to. It's okay, I love them all anyway. Except one who ended up being fake. But anyway, so this is why I wanted the behind the scenes recordings, because I wanted you guys to see what I actually said. And they kept harping on me about, oh, do you want to win? Like, how badly do you want to win? And I constantly would say, you know, to me, it's really not all about winning, you know. And they asked why you're doing this. Of course, they cut that out because it didn't fit their agenda. And I said, you know, I want to inspire kids, you know, boys, girls, whatever, you know, like, I just want to inspire people. And, you know, at the end of the day, I want to show that even if you don't win, you know, you can lose with class and humility, and, you know, not only show people how to act when you win, but show people how to act when you lose, because it's really easy to be happy when you win. And some people that, you know, you think that they're the greatest person ever when they win, but then when they lose, you're like, holy crap. So, you know, I had explained all of that. Of course, I cut it all out because it's all about, like, oh, poor sleeper car owners. Like, all they want to do is win against the supercar. And so, again, it's frustrating because I was trying to kind of break that mold, that narrative or whatever. But at the end of the day, I don't have creative input at all. So, yeah. Okay, so I think the next part is going to be the actual race, I think. Let me see.
If you want to be equal, then act like you're equal. Don't show up and say, if I beat you, you lost your girl. Ah, ha, ha, you lost your... No, you lost to a racer, you lost to a car, you lost to me. I think that is why I get as much respect as I do, is that I don't throw it in people's face that I have ovaries.
Okay, so that was kind of annoying that they did the ovaries thing twice, because I changed it up, and I think at that point I said uterus or something. Or vagina. I don't know, I said something to that effect, and they were like, oh, can you say ovaries? Because that's kind of like the theme that we're on. That's kind of what you said last time, you know, can you say that? So them putting it twice in a, what is this, like 15-minute time span, it makes it seem like that's all I have to talk about, and I don't, and it's kind of embarrassing because so many people think that all I do is talk about that, which, I mean, you shouldn't just make an opinion on someone based off of 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes, because I don't have 20 minutes of FaceTime, but off of like 10 minutes, you know, in a show. Go and look at everything. I've never once posted, you know, like, oh, we need to do like all female classes, we need to do like all female races. I've never done anything like that. I am glad that they put in the if you want to be equal, act equal thing, but then they made me sound like I contradicted myself with the ovaries comment again. I didn't want to say girl because I know I can be a girl these days, you know, so I had to be like specific, but okay, moving on.
Today is one of those days where I'm honestly just competing with myself. I just want to make sure that I'm just doing my job, staying in my lane, and just having fun, really. Nice to meet you, Adriana.
Oh my god, I've never seen a girl drive a car before.
Oh, shit.
Nice to meet you. Hi.
Danny, nice to
Adriana,
meet you.
nice to meet you.
Danny, how you doing?
She's doing my stupid karate handshake. Picture of their hand behind your back. Act like a normal person for once. Yeah, so, okay. Let's keep watching.
Driving that car?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Okay. I'm just kidding.
That was so awkward. And so many people asked me, like, is he such a big, you know, is he so mean and blah, blah, blah. And to be honest, I totally forgot about that entire interaction until I rewatched the show. Because that's how much it, like, didn't bother me. And he wasn't, you know, at the end of the day, he wasn't really rude or anything to me. And so it's kind of like in one ear out the other, like 5 minutes after doing that, I totally forgot. So, yeah, I mean, if you wanted to know if I was super offended by it, no, because if I were, I probably would have remembered it. But I didn't, so.
Holy crap. Definitely, I would say a woman will drive a fast car, but a man will know what he's doing.
Okay, so I know plenty of guys that only drive and don't know what's going on, but personally, I really don't give a crap. At the end of the day, if you beat me, you beat me, and if I beat you, I beat you. So I really don't care who works on it. I really don't care who pays for it. I really don't care about any of that. I just care about being better than I was the day before or the race before or whatever. So one thing I want to say really fast is my freaking bra strap kept showing because my dumb self, I haven't worn that shirt in a really long time, and all I brought were sports bras, and so the straps like are up here and the shirt kept falling. So yeah, I don't usually dress trashy like that, but that was pretty much my only option. Anyway, keep going.
The majority of the cars that I race, I know what I'm going to race beforehand, and they're usually donks. So I know the owners of the cars are going to be pretty shocked.
Let's see what's the other car.
Oh, there it is.
Oh shit, it's like a dunk?
Yeah, donk, yeah.
Why did I say that? Yeah, a donk, yeah. That. What is wrong with you?
What kind of motor is that? Honey, what's that kid?
I've never raced a donk before. They can be really fast. I mean, he could definitely surprise all of us.
Wait, you say no?
That was my little grudge racer and me like, yeah, he's gonna be really fast. He's gonna beat us. You know, they actually asked us, they said like, oh, what do you think the result's gonna be? And I was like, well, Danny in first, Lambo in second, and then it'll be between the donk and I. Or maybe I said donk second and then Lambo. Like, I really tried to downplay the whole thing, but I guess they cut it out because it didn't really work in the end. But I tried.
Oh, that's just loud. Danny, what's up, buddy?
What's up,
Everything
man?
good?
Adrian,
Are you the owner? Oh, who's the owner?
She's driving.
Oh, okay. These things are little beasts. I got the big booty Judy out of it.
Oh, you got power.
So, super cool. Okay, so I got a phone call, but that's over, so let's keep going.
Both of which bigger than our one.
Yeah.
Just 59 millimeters.
Big here. More than a big thing. I don't think he would.
Nobody laughed.
But it's a heavy car. A lot of power. I'm hoping he'll lose control and hit someone. That's what I'm worried about.
You don't put that into the universe. You don't talk about stuff like that because then something happens. So, let's kind of skip a little bit.
Oh, shit.
I see it.
It's baby blue.
You look nice, though.
Look, already his whole tone, what do you want to call it, literally just flipped a freaking switch.
How are you? Good
Hello.
morning.
Hi,
I'm
Adrian.
BJ.
Nice to meet you.
Morning.
I was like the only person that would, I was like, well, he's here, like, could we go say, and like nobody wanted to go up. I was like the first one, I was like, okay, I'll just go say hi, like, people being weird, but okay, but yeah. Anyway, keep going.
Rusty.
PJ.
Danny, how you doing?
PJ.
You got a nice car, man. So how you make money then?
I make a lot of money, but it's true. I own a lot of different companies. So I grew up very poor, and then one day I got fed up with it, so I said, fuck it, and I went to work.
You actually look better in person.
Yeah, it looks a lot better. In photos, it's hard to like actually capture it.
Capture,
So
yeah.
it's,
Keep it stuck.
Why do I do that?
That's not the hood because I'm not
It's
working
not
under
fair.
that thing. That's the hood because.
Well, you got some.
well, technically, it's the hood.
Where's the engine?
That is the engine.
So your trunk is in the front.
He was literally just, okay, keep going.
Yeah, and it barely fits anything. Can't even fit luggage. It's completely useless. This is like a fuck you car. You just show up places, you know, and fuck you. Yeah?
It's like sweating, like, oh my god, like you already knew what was showing up, so I don't even understand why you're so bothered. But anyway, yeah, keep going. Actually, fun fact, my friend has a Lamborghini Gallardo, or Gallardo, whatever, that he let me drive, and in the front of it, he keeps things that go boom that offend CNN. That's your hint. You can guess from there.
Let's take a ride in this one.
What is that?
That's just an Eagle Talon.
Oh, you're driving?
Yeah, I was just like, is there an Eagle Talon? Like, whatever. It's nothing. It's just an Eagle Talon.
Okay, awesome. I like female driver even better.
It's just a driver. I'm good.
Well, you can tell he's the one that thinks the car.
But she looks like she worked on it,
I've
too.
built
She looks
multiple
good.
motors. I know what I'm doing. I can kick him right in the face right now if I wanted to.
That was so awkward. Okay, that part, I was a little, I guess, salty, but again, I completely forgot about the whole thing. So it didn't really, like, bother me, you know, really deep into the heart there. But, I think it was because it was just like a constant, like I deal with the comments here and there, but I've never, like the constant harping being a girl. PJ wasn't negative at all. I don't know, like I had a couple of people say, oh, I'm so glad, like he said something about girls, and I was like, he was raised by a single mother. He's very respectful of women, and all he said was like, oh, he's a female driver, that's cool. And then I just corrected him, and I just said like, no, I'm just a driver, please don't put me in my own category or anything like that. But yeah. A lot of people left that line, so I guess I'm kind of glad they left it in there. It's kind of awkward, but yeah, kick me in the face again. But they cut it out, again, because I said I can kick him in the face right now. So, I don't know, PJ must have said something to me, and that was my response, but it's chopped up, so sometimes it's really hard to kind of get, again, the full context of what, like, we were talking about. But anyway, okay, keep going.
Okay.
It wasn't anything that I haven't heard before. I'm secure in who I am as a driver, who I am as a builder. I don't need
Fucking
somebody
sports
else's
bra,
approval.
dude.
Is someone actually racing this?
Yeah,
This was
you're
so
serious?
fun.
yes, sir. And
Like is that actually safe? You gotta get like zero traction with this wheels.
we'll see today.
But like you built this in your garage?
Yeah, I built this in the backyard in the dirt.
Oh, why?
I know this is a reaction to my scenes, but I was here, so I'm reacting to it. Pretty funny. Again, I wish I had a camera recording the whole entire time behind the scenes, because this interaction went on for a while, and it was hilarious. I don't know why they didn't make this an hour-long episode, because we definitely had the content there.
Why the car, or why in general?
Why put all the money in this?
It's actually doesn't have that much money. Figure this car's probably got about $6,000-7,000.
One day we're gonna be like you. You know, have a lot of money.
I'm still poor. I'm happy poor.
Why?
I never gotten along with people with money. They always have something. They got their nose up in the air. And
But why do you think?
I don't know. Maybe because they think they got one over on you. They got something better.
Well, don't they?
You might have more materialistic wise, but I might have more valuable things to me in terms of prized possessions that might not be
Right, so
materialistic.
but it's not about materialism. It's about freedom. Here's what happens. When we allow people to stay poor, then we're allowing people to not see what the opportunities on the other side of the fence.
So you keep saying my head because I'm old. My back injury, and then my hip was like kind of flaring up a little bit. So I'm just like over here like, I'm just cracking, stretched, and I didn't realize I was in front of the camera.
Well, we're just in two different places of the world. That's the problem. I mean,
I think when I did that was because Danny was like motioning, saying like he was agreeing with PJ, and that's why I went like that. I was like, yeah, you and me both. Like we're three of us are on the same page, and one of us isn't. But I think that's what that was.
I'm glad that you want me to be there. I appreciate the fact that you would like
But
me
you see,
to
that's
be
the
there.
thing. I can't accept that people can't be the best versions of themselves. Like, that's one thing I can't accept in my life, right? Like, I've seen what people can do when they want to.
I'm sorry, I just want to raise. I don't need no motivational speaking. All right, super cool.
So as I had said before, I could see where PJ was coming from, and by that it's, you always want to be better, faster, stronger, whatever. Some people skinnier, whatever. And that's not ever being complacent with where you're at. So it's like a car. Do you just build a car and you're like, oh, it runs 11.5, I'm good, I'm happy. I mean, unless you're a bracket racer, no. Like you always want it to be faster. You want it to run better. You want to be able to, I don't freaking know. You want to be able to move up a class. Like maybe you run 11.50 this season, and then next season you want to run 10.50, and then 9.50, and then you want to run heads up. And you should never be complacent with where you're at, because at that point, what are you living for? But that's how I've always been. And it's like doing sports in Taekwondo. I'm a white belt. Well, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm just happy being a white belt for the rest of my life. No, I want to be an orange belt, and then I want to be a yellow belt, and then I want to be a green belt, and then I want, you know what I'm saying? And then even at black belt, that's not the end. Then you want to be a second degree, and a third degree, and a fourth degree, and you want to learn all these things, and then maybe you want to open one school, and then you want to go to a second school. And so I don't get the mentality of like, well, I'm poor, and that's it, and I'm never gonna try and do anything else more than that. And it goes with like everything in life, I got my first degree. I hate this one so much. I got my first degree, and so yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna quit now. Like there's nothing, I don't need to do anything else. Like that's it, that's the end. I can't be anything more than this, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't get the whole saltiness, I guess, but anyway, we're just gonna keep going.
I don't get in arguments with stupid. I'm a world-class asshole because I spit the truth right in people's faces. But he just wants to insist on, I'm okay being poor and I want to stay that way, which is okay. Like, that's fine. But he wants to justify it. That's the part that I want people to understand. If they want to straight punch me, many people have been wanting to their whole life. I've been punched before. At the end of the day, it's okay, right? Just don't damage $1,000 glasses.
All right, drivers.
Honestly, I got where PJ is coming from. You know, I don't ever feel content with where I'm at. You know, I've always wanted to do better, and I don't think that you're ever going to reach your best, you know, because you can always do more and more.
Everything is not about money. A lo mejor yo con mucho menos dinero y menos cosas en el carro, te puedo ganar, te puedo vencer.
Today is the qualifying race. The winner of this race will go on to the championship round, where you get to race against 5 other competitors.
I'm really confident about the race. We worked hard to make this car 100%. I think we're gonna win.
It would mean a lot to me to win. Bragging rights to the whole entire Don community. Win, lose, or draw, I know that that vehicle was put together with these hands. I definitely don't want to hear PJ's mouth anymore. Rusty Bullet's gonna do the talking.
I'm ready to actually do this. I'm by no means afraid of losing. I don't mind competition, but I'm afraid of stupid. This is about respect first, and then a victory.
I feel confident against the Lambo, but as far as the other 2 sleepers go, I'm not too confident.
Definitely wasn't confident against Danny. Was super confident against the Dom, to be honest with you. I wasn't worried about it, but again, that was me trying to play grudge racer for the day. Like, oh, you know, I don't know, probably not. Like, it's gonna be really tough. I don't know, but it didn't really work out that way.
You know, I'd love to see you win, but I want to see you come back in one piece and more than that.
Yeah.
So race a good race, and just drive your car. Race your race. You got this.
Did you guys catch that? No glove, because that was after the race and we were refilming, and I was kind of an asshole. I was like, oh, I'm gonna see you. So I purposely didn't wear gloves, and then someone caught on. They're like, oh, you gotta put your gloves on, but they didn't catch on when they edited, I guess. So. That was all, again, like post-race. Oh, touch the pedal. Oh, do this. Oh, do that. And if you watch some of the episodes and you can see certain spots where there's already burnout marks, it's because obviously it was when they like redid it or whatever. But yeah. Anyway, fun fact. Nitrous kicks in. To be honest, I don't know how she saw that from the starting line. I knew right away. I'm not one of those people who plays like, oh, I don't know. I mean, I knew right away, but I don't know how they spotted that from the starting line, because I don't think I would have been able to tell. So they actually didn't know. That was Morgan when he came and got me because the car was hot. So I shut it down. And he was taking me back and he goes, oh, we have to review the footage, like we can't tell who won or whatever. And I said, oh no, he won, so he walkie to him. I was like, oh, it looks like he got it or whatever, blah blah blah. But they didn't actually know. It took him like 10 minutes. I was like, dude, he won. Like, don't worry about it. Because I'm not a liar. I'm not a cheater. I'm not a liar. So I'm not gonna try and say and be like, oh, yeah, you know, I don't know, like, I really don't know, man, maybe I won, maybe I didn't. So, I mean, I told him straight up, I was like, no, I lost.
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah!
They got it. That was close though, but they got it.
The talent Adriana was in the front, like all the way. And then right
Look at my hood! It's just like, holy crap.
Paint on the bottom. Right, exactly. Wow.
Yeah, that was badass. She drove the shit out of that car. I couldn't be more proud. She just did an
Oh, they did show my little stickers on the back window for like half a second.
amazing race. She gave it all she had, and she came within a fender. That's, what more can you ask?
First loser. Just kidding. I stayed in it as long as I could. And,
I'm so
you know,
stupid.
at the last second he came around me, and I was expecting it the whole time, honestly. There's nothing for
Of
me
course
to
they
be
cut it.
embarrassed or ashamed of.
Of course they cut it out because I had said, you know, I was expecting it the whole time, sitting there looking back like, when is he coming? When is it happening? It's gonna happen.
It's just a crazy accomplishment to me, especially with how fast that car is.
That's a little high pitch there.
Alright, who's the winner? Hand the power, bitches!
What you want?
Yeah, I put on phone. It's fruit by this one.
That's good.
I'm super happy, super excited. Oh, it feels so good to be the winner. Thanks God.
When we went through the line, it was this. Thank you. Thank you.
It was a good race.
Oh yeah, good job,
Good
Janet.
job.
Yeah. Good job.
So like that's all I remember because he was honestly at the end of it he was like, holy crap, like I did not think it was gonna be that fast. That car really surprised me. I can't believe he jumped out on me. So I remembered the good stuff and I totally like just erased the awkwardness from our whole encounter until again I had rewatched it or until I had watched it for the first time because again I totally forgot about it because he was so cool after the race.
Alright, you were really good. I was impressed. I didn't think that car would launch so hard.
Really, the funny part is the biggest shit talker was Danny, and then he was the one congratulating me the most at the end.
Alright,
My face
good
is
job,
so
good
red.
job.
Holy
I
crap.
learned today that you never underestimate a person, even if it's a woman driving, no matter what.
He wasn't expecting that. Adriana being the second place is amazing for me because that is so what girls can do. Girls can drive too. I mean, it's not only for men. Maybe he let me drive the car now.
It's a wonderful loss. I'm not a race car driver, right? I drive a car that makes me feel like race car. Fucking things take off. I was like, yeah, that's fucked. He was the one talking.
I wish they had used the other audio because the first time he said he was like, I saw these two fucking squirrels. And so that's where it's really funny. And they kind of like cut it out, but whatever. Keep going.
Shit. So I wanted to make sure that was straight settled. Like, I don't know. He's doing the walk of shame over there by himself.
Well, he got to get home to his 1-year-old baby daughter. Because money isn't important to my aunt. I got something to come home to, and it's not money. The one thing...
Well, that sucks. I like coming home to money. I mean, think about it. It's just so weird. It's so weird. And I know I'm supposed to be reacting to myself in this, but it's so weird. Like, why would you not... I mean, especially if you have a kid, like, what if they want to go to college? What if they, God forbid, like, got cancer or even just broke their arm or had to have a surgery or something, you know? Like, why would you not want that security to be able to pay for that and cover those expenses, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's super weird to me. Like, even, I don't have a kid. I mean, I don't have, like, a human child. But I have Emma, and I make sure that I have money set aside for her for any emergencies, you know? Like, I don't know. It's super weird.
that a lot of people with money don't have is the idea. They don't have the creativity. They don't have the imagination.
But you have to have the
I just
creativity
wish
to
there was
build an
more people
empire
like
to
me,
get
more
money.
people with heart. Do what you love. Do what you care about. Don't let other people, you know, knock you down just because you don't have as much money as they might. It is what it is. To me, what I get out of this is going to be coming back to see my baby, you know?
So it was one of the closest finishes we've ever had. And fourth position, Rusty.
Thank you.
In third place,
PJ's mom was so cute.
we have PJ. Congratulations.
Danny's like, no.
Second position is Adriana. Very nicely done. So, the champion, who will go on to the final
We're not even gonna address what I did there. We're just gonna skip it.
round in California and race 5 other champions for the title of fastest car is Danny. Congratulations.
I am 100% proud of him.
So, that clip of me standing there like this, if that was from before they announced it, they actually announced it twice because I said the first time they didn't get the camera angle, but that reaction was the first one because the second time that they did it, we kind of like, well, and then I guess they thought it was too much, so then they just used the first one anyway. But me standing like this was like them waiting to announce it so I could clap for him. But okay, that was weird.
Excited, I'm a
So yeah, that's it. That was me reacting to my scenes in Fastest Car. If you guys want me to do anything else or more in depth, let me know. And I'm hopefully I'll have the talent back soon, so this way I can start doing some videos with it. I have some ideas. And again, please help me get to 1,000 subscribers so this way I can start live streaming from the track or even the shop or, you know, whatever. I'm not allowed to live stream on a mobile device until I have 1,000 subscribers, which kind of sucks, but it's a motivation to get me there. So please help me out to get to 1,000. It would be amazing if it happened before FL2K, but I'm trying to be a little bit more realistic than that. So if it happens before World Cup Finals, I'll be so happy, and then I can stream for you guys while I'm there, and it's gonna be so much fun. So yeah, please share my channel and get your peeps to subscribe. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys. So thank you so much for tuning into today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!